Hello my friends, welcome to a new video of the Cheap Duelist, the channel where we're trying to be cheap with the cards and cheap with the videos. Okay, today I will bring you my Orais Magician deck. It's quite a mix. The good thing about this deck is very cheap, very budget deck. I'll show you. I'll even tell the price at the end of the video of this deck. So let's start with the monster very fast, very quickly. 2 copies of Odai's Arc Pendulum Dragon. We already know what this guy do. It's very popular one. Every time Odai's monster on the field is destroyed, when this card is under Pendulum Zone, you can special summon another Odai's for your deck. So that's awesome. On the Odai's army, the Odai's Pendulum Dragon, the normal one, very cheap version. It's a nice card to hit, and also has an effect on the end of the end phase. It destroys itself, and you look for a pendulum monster, make 1500 or less attack. You can combine the effect with this guy and get a special summon, or even pull this guy just for the hits, or maybe for a level 7 exit. Another Odai's, the Odai's Persona, 2 copies of this guy. This guy has a negate effect. He can negate once per turn a monster special summon from the extra deck. That's cool. And the Odai's Phantom Dragon, this guy is more for hitting and for having the scales, and for having a level 7, for having a nice monster. That's the function of this deck. And the last Odai's monster is the Odai's Mirage Dragon, only one. It's cool. This I prove it can be useful in some games. And this is also a magician's deck because they combine very well. And wherever you're watching this video, you may say, yeah, but there's a lot of more Orais card, more magician's card that can be in this deck. I know, but this is a budget version, very cheap version. I made this deck with the cards I may have in here. But the good deal about this is that this deck can actually compete. You don't believe me? You can try yourself. Well, let's continue. 3 harmonizing. This, when you special summon this guy by Pendulum, you can special summon another magician from your deck, and you can go synchro summoning because he's a tuner, or you can go exit because he's a level 4. So whatever you need, she is there. 2 performable U-Golem because our main monster in this deck is the Odai's Vortex Dragon, so we need the fusion effect. The fusion effect is very useful. When he's Pendulum Summon, you can use him and another monster to use the Pendulum to do the fusion summon without using polymerization, so that's pretty cool. Time Breaking Magician, 1 copy. This guy is cool. Time Gazer, also 1 copy, and because we use it with the Chronograph Sorcerer, this guy is very popular, so I don't think I need to explain the effects. Wisdom Eye Magician, it's another searcher. The Black Fang Magician, Purple Poison Magician, Performable Pendulum Sorcerer Magician. This guy was very expensive at Sunday, but I get the common copy, the common reprint in the last one. Legendary Duelist, Magical Hero, I believe. Performable Odai's Like Phoenix, and Performable Second Donkey. The guy is a searcher. These are Odai's, can be destroyed if activated. So, a very quick resume, I believe. Performable Second Donkey. Performable Odai's Light Phoenix. Performable Pendulum Sorcerer. Purple Poison Magician, Black Fang Magician, Time Breaker Magician, Wisdom Eye Magician, Chronograph Sorcerer, Time Gazer Magician, 2 Performable U-Golems, 3 Harmonizing Magicians, 1 Odai's Mirage, 2 Odai's Phantom, 2 Odai's Persona, 2 Odai's Pendulum, and Odai's Arc Pendulum. The best card. The most expensive, I believe. But if you picked up the Legendary Dragon decks, you have at least 1 copy. Let's go with the spell and trap cards. Allure of Darkness for draw power. We have a lot of dark monsters, so it's cool. Sky Iris. This guy is combining with the Odai's Arc Pendulum Dragon is a very awesome combo. You can search and you can special summon at the same time, so that is very cool. That's why I round 3. One terraforming for looking for this guy if you don't get to draw it. 2 Spiral Flame Strike. Now I know this is a very cheap card nowadays, so I'm getting another copy. You can change to 3. I only put in 2 because I only have 2. Duelist Alliance, 2 searchers of this. Odai Fusion. This card is awesome for, as I already told you, the boss monster of this deck is Odai's Vortex because you can get a negate with that card. Pendulum Cove, another searcher for your magicians. Star Pendulum Graph to get some control with the Time Pendulum Graph 2. Those guys it is a searcher but also get some control. Echo Oscillation, you can destroy one card in your Pendulum Zone and draw one card. Very useful, especially with the Odai's Arc Pendulum Dragon, with Sky Eyes. I like this deck because, and one Polymerization. I like this deck because it's very versatile. It's very flexible actually. You can get a lot. You have very different cards. You can go very different strategic in different games. You can go Magician, you can go Rise, you can go Perform Mappa sometimes. You can go Control, you can attack. It's pretty awesome deck. And you have so many combos, so many searchers, so many special summons. It's very fun also. Well, and the extra deck, as I told you, this is our main guy. 2 copies of this guy. I believe you can use 3 actually, but I have 2. This is a budget deck. This is the main monster. You wanna special summon this guy in the first turn, whenever you go first, whenever you go second, anytime. When this guy comes to the field, you get to select to target one monster and send it to the hand. Also, you can negate one card by shuffling one monster on your extra deck zone to your deck. So that's awesome. We also using this guy, especially with the harmonizing magician effect, or sometimes this guy. Well, another good target would be the Crystal Wing, but I don't have that. I'm not planning to spend on that. I've been running this deck like this, and it's awesome. Odai's Absolute Dragon, level 7 exit. Supreme King Dragon, level 4 exit that requires 2 Dark Pendulum monsters. Time Star Magician, this depends on the situation, you wanna get this guy. Protects your magician, you get special summon, Perform Mappa, Gatling Go, a very good effect, inflict damage and awesome attack, 2900. The Runai's Pendulum Dragon, when you special summon this with a Pendulum, a special summon monster, this guy is unaffected by any card effect for 1 turn, so that's awesome. With Witch Apprentice, it doesn't seem so much game, but it's there. The Supreme King's Arc, I actually only special summoned this guy like twice, but it was useful when I special summoned him, especially for long games where you have all your monster. Odai's Meteor Burst Dragon. Border of Dragon is a cheap card. Well, it was cheaper when the structure just came out, and it's a nice card for getting almost every deck. And a bit, it's for replace the Borrelsword, right? This is the poor Borrelsword for the poor people. Number 11 Big Eye for stealing a monster, level 7 exit, and Red Eyes for Metal. You can use it sometime. Well, as I've been telling you, this is a very cheap deck. Actually, I calculated the price with TCG Player. We got the deck, the monster deck. It was $27.42, so not that expensive at all. And the extra deck, or this extra deck, was like $14. $14.40. So at the end we have a total of $41.8. I mean $40, $40 That's not quite expensive for a competitive deck. You can have fun with this deck. Also, if you just take like these three cards that are good but are not essential for the strategy, you save like about $7 or $8, and at the end you got a $34 deck. So that's awesome. That's great. I think. Well, I know I'm gonna get maybe a lot of criticize for this deck because there's a lot better versions with some cards that are not expensive at all. But this is what I got. This is what I play. Try it. Try it. At least try it. It's good. It's good. It's a good deck. It's have fun. Just believe me. Just try it. Try it once and see me on. No, this deck sucks. Oh, hey, well, this deck is actually is running. I don't know why. I know. I will hear your answers. So if you like the video, just watch it. You wanna get a like, give a like. Wanna subscribe, subscribe. And if you don't like my videos, you can fuck off. Bye, friends.